Today, in an Oz exclusive, Dog the Bounty Hunter's newly engaged diaries. We're going behind closed doors for an up-close and personal look inside his new life. It's the turnaround that I've been hoping for after working with Dog for over a year. Now, after losing his wife to cancer, Dog was battling grief and serious health issues that scared me and landed him in the hospital. But recently, a new love has come into his life, a woman who finally got Dog to transform his unhealthy ways. Take a look at this never-before-seen video diary of the happy couple.
So let's eat our grass.
We caught up with Dog and Francie as their day was just beginning.
Every morning, Francie likes to start our day juicy. It doesn't taste as bad as it sounds.
It tastes wonderful.
And what is that now you're using?
Spinach, kale, celery.
Kale?
Kale.
Kale?
Yes.
How do you spell that?
K-A-L-E.
And where is it from?
I don't know.
Okay.
It grows in the garden. It's good.
It's good.
You love it.
Okay, so this is the investigation we've done already.
So much of our day is spent going over leads.
And some things that we need to find out about the family.
Having Francie on the team is a God-given gift. So the girl's boyfriend is beating the mud up?
Yes, and the boys want us to help bring him in.
She fell right into the whole hunting experience.
At first I thought what he did was scary and dangerous. They set up a hotline for people to call in, and I started taking the calls on that. I appreciate so much you being willing to take the time and talk to us. Taking the leads and asking questions and researching that, I thought, this is incredible. And so for me to walk alongside him while he's doing this is an honor. He is the best bounty hunter in the world.
But what would Beth and Francie's late husband, Bob, say about Francie's new place on the team?
I believe that Beth and Bob both would want the very best for our lives.
I feel Beth's support towards continuing the legacy she helped me build. Yo,
Hi.
good. Every day I try to text, FaceTime, talk to my children because I just went through a death. And so I make sure that if that would happen to me, that my kids will say, I talked to Dad yesterday. Oh, you look pretty.
I have 2, he has 12. It's very small and quiet compared to what he is used to.
When Francie came in, I was like scared to death. Oh my God, especially baby Lisa. Because baby Lisa's daddy's little girl, right? And so that's the first one we brought, was baby Lisa to the house.
Lisa.
She stayed 2 weeks and that was it. She's like, you may think she's yours, Dad, but she's mine now.
Then your light will break out like the dawn.
Every single morning, Francie reads scripture. That's part of our daily ritual.
You will be called repairer of the breach. Redemption is real in Dwayne and I's life. We've been given this second chance. We got these tattoos that matched because it's about redemption and living life again.
Well, I'm a tough guy, brah. I'll fight a rhino. And I was hurt. I was calling Beth names. Why would you leave me? Why would you do this to me? Why did you do this to me? And it hurt so bad. I was contemplating suicide. Now, I don't mean using a bullet. You know, I'm Apache. I'd take a pill and wake up in the arms of Jesus. And God told me, there's so many people now you've got to help heal. Don't you dare give up. Don't you dare embarrass me, God said. You better get out there. I got the girl. You just walk in faith and you get ready because you're going to meet a girl that's going to rock your world. And I did. She's sitting right here. And I ain't letting her go. Don't try to take her. I'll shoot you.
I'm not letting you go either. Ever.
I'll tase you. Sorry, I'm crying like a baby through the thing.
Up next, the health secret Dog's been trying to keep from friends. We are back with an Oz exclusive, a never-before-seen video diary of Dog the Bounty Hunter's newly engaged life. With the help of his new fiancée, Dog's physical and spiritual health have been transformed. But there's still one thing he's been trying to hide from her.
I'm putting sprouts on our sandwich.
Okay. She's got me eating weeds, grass, pumice, wummus, dummus, and where's my steaks? And I feel much better. Sometimes the taste you got to get used to. You know how much I love you to eat this stuff?
Yes, I
Love
do.
you.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of me too.
I started eating plant-based because of the properties that are in plant-based that is so good for your body.
Well, I know that it helps me poop more, honey. I didn't know that you're supposed to poop more than once a day, so I may set a record.
No comment. I made you a salad with quinoa.
What is quinoa? Dr. Oz talks about that all the time.
I know.
I'd like to say something about Dr. Oz.
Yeah.
He asked me, laughing, did you try the lentil soup yet?
He did?
Yes, and when I tried it that night, tell him what happened within 15 minutes. I had to run to the bathroom. I was like, Dr. Oz, you knew I was gonna poop all over.
Stop it.
Yes, he did.
He did?
Yes. So Dr. Oz, you know you were with me when I went to the hospital and you were very worried. I was sick, I was depressed, I thought I was dying of a broken heart, and I was. You scared me, you were worried so bad, and Dr. Oz doesn't pull punches. He's not like, well, some people make it, and some, you know, he's like, you ain't gonna make it. And Dr. Oz saved my life. Francie saved my soul and my body. I'm eating healthy, my blood pressure's down, my weight is down, my vision is better. I need to ask Dr. Oz about that, why that is too. My job is a contact sport. I use my fists in my hand. I've wrestled over 8,000 and never used a real gun. So I have to stay ready to fight.
But there is one health secret Dog's been trying to keep from Francie.
Give it to me. I want him to quit. I want you here.
Dr. Oz put a bug in her ear last week and said, make him set a date. So 1/1.
1/21.
1/1 of 21. I will never smoke another cigarette after that day. Francie and I have never had a fight yet. I'm waiting on her though.
I don't yell. So
We've never had an argument, have we?
No.
Really? Well, we argued about a couple things, but she wanted to shoot my dog.
okay, we have argued about his dog.
Well, one time I pull up, you know, and you order because of COVID through the thing, and I was like, how you doing today? What do you need? I'm like, and the guy was really, really rude, right? So when I pull up to the window, he was rude to my face and didn't know who I was. I said, listen, punk, I'll drag you through that window right now and put you on the back of the truck and drag you down Main Street. And she got so upset, you know what she told me? I don't know about this. I go, what do you mean? She already told me she loved me 100 times. I never heard Bob ever say a swear word. I went, because
We just didn't do
well,
that.
but swearing is part of my personality.
I know.
You know, you don't say freeze in the name of Jesus. You know, I'm
Why
not.
not?
Yeah, whatever. I'm not sure it works. You know,
You
mother.
can try it.
Mother works a lot better.
Someone ought to marry me.
Someone's gonna marry you.
Yeah,
Me.
that's right.
Did I get your mind off my cigarette?
No.
A lot of people, after the year went by, started criticizing me because I got with Francie. I was alone and I was lost. I was lost. If those people love me and understand, then now this will help. They'll understand. And Bob left 6 months before Beth left. And when we both say went home, we mean heaven. So they went
home.
They went home to in a better place. If it's all bull crap, then we just die and forget it all. But as I'm alive, I gotta have love, and I gotta have someone to love. I'm just like that. I'm a man. I gotta have that. Some men live forever all by themselves. I'm not like that. I need a woman. and I need this woman. Have we had a Valentine's Day yet? No. Wait till you get a load of Valentine's Day.
It's so cute. Let me bring in my good friend Dog, the bounty hunter, and his fiancee, Francie. Now, we just saw an exclusive look at your new life together. You guys are as happy as two teenagers in love. Look at you.
I think we are. Hi, Dr. Oz.
Hey, Francie. I got to start off by saying I'm glad to hear your digestive system is working well, Dog. Right? Have your bowel movements been regularly moving ahead?
Well, can I tell you this, Dr. Oz? Charlie, your producer, kept asking me, did I eat the lentil soup yet? And I said, no, not yet. And he goes, well, be sure you're home when you do, like, funny guy, Charlie. And so I ate it, and then like an hour later, I pooped for a day. So Charlie, yeah, he's a funny guy he thinks he is.
So I did get video footage of you poking fun at one of my favorites, lentil soup. Have you learned to like it a little bit better despite your bathroom runs?
No, yes, sir. I like, and then what else did you give me the other day? Fontu, or what's it called?
Fonio.
Fonio.
We love it.
Well, I heard. Are you calling it the dog dish? What are you calling it?
The dog.
The restaurant said that.
That's right. Tell me the story.
Because I ordered, we went to like a steakhouse, a bunch of meat. So I said, would you put some vegetables together and fry them? And Francie said, would you put a bunch of vegetables together and saute them? And they brought them, and I was like, wow, this is good. So
yeah, it's good.
The restaurant said we need to name it a dog dish, sauteed vegetables.
Yeah.
So, Doug, let's talk a little bit about Francie, the role she's played in your life. If you hadn't met, where would your health be now? Where would you be now?
Wow, that's a hard question. I wouldn't be as happy as I am. My health would be declining, I'm sure. And my overall look on life is a lot happier now with Francie. So I wouldn't be dead, but I'd be headed that direction.
Okay.
So what's been her secret to getting you to listen? I mean, to really listen, to take in what you're hearing and start applying it to your life and to care about realities that you've ignored for much of your life?
I think her kindness and, her threats. Remember, she is a rancher. Her sawzall. No, her kindness and her love.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard simple things are changing in your life, like your eyesight's improved. Is that something that is real?
Oh, yes. It seems like it. I mean, I don't need glasses too much except for reading. And I thought, wow, even the eyes are better.
You know, it actually, I think, is a real change. Leafy greens, like the spinach that she's force-feeding you, the vegetables that are sautéed, not fried, like carrots are a good example. They have vitamin A, they have beta-carotene, they promote better eyesight. They actually reduce the risk of age-related eye diseases. So I actually runs in my family. That's why I eat those foods all the time. But I think it's a real change in your eyes. It's fantastic. Francie, I want to thank you for taking care of my friend. What do you think is going to be most helpful in getting Dog to let go of his remaining unhealthy habits, his natural tendencies?
Well, I think that we all don't like change, especially when it comes to things that we have relied on for such a long time. And so my tactic is love and encouragement, and I need him around for the next 20 years at least. And so I just keep telling him that. And I feel like when people are constantly picking at us, that it makes us do the opposite, want to do it, continue to do it more, because we don't want to be picked at all the time. So it's reverse psychology maybe, and loving him out of cigarettes.
That's a good way of thinking about it. It's interesting because I always kid my wife that in our house, the prosecution never rests because she comes at me. But when she really wants to change me, that's not the tactic she uses either. Coming up, caught in the act. Wait until you see what our camera spotted Dog doing that could land him in the doghouse with Francie. We are back with an Oz exclusive, an inside look at Dog the Bounty Hunter's healthier new life. So, Dog, we heard you tell Francie January 1st, 2021, 1/1/21 is your smoking quit date. It's a really important decision. Are you still on track?
Yes, sir. Now, I probably will use not that I'm confessing failure, but I'll probably use the patches for a while. But as far as inhaling the smoke and all that, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop.
That's not confessing failure. That's a success. The patches are there for that purpose. Now, all this, in reality aside, our cameras caught you, Dog, trying to pull a fast one. We have evidence.
Oh, great.
Take a look.
Charlie again, huh?
Okay, so another thing that Francie's helped me with is to stop smoking.
Get out of the house with the cigarette.
It's not my
Out of the house with the cigarette and put it out.
So Francie hid my cigarettes and she hid all my lighters. So I brought home this little fishing thing and she said, "What is that?" And I said, "Because I'm a fisherman. I'm a professional angler, as a matter of fact." And so I said, "Honey, somebody gave me a little trophy here." And she's like, "Oh, that's so cute." So when I take it with me a lot, and she doesn't know, but here's what it is. So good luck, Francie.
Oh, his little trophy that he loves so much. He thinks that I don't know it's a lighter, but it's okay. I let him sneak when he needs to. It's hard for him to quit cold turkey.
Dog, you're being played. You can't hide. There's always going to be a way to finding you. So, first of all...
Yeah, thanks, Marty. All your crew, Dr. Oz.
Oh, they are on to you. So, Francie, why did you let Dog think he was getting away with his little secret?
Oh, because he loves to think that he's getting away with stuff.
Well, it's a good time to come clean, Dog. Are there any other secrets that you're hiding and we want to get out of the way right now?
Dr. Oz. No, I don't think so. Francie did set a wedding date, and Charlie, it's so you can figure that out, Charlie.
They're speaking code. When people spend a lot of time together, that's what happens. So let me reflect to you why it's important that you commit to quit and all the other things that Francie's been talking about. I'm going to remind you why you are here. You know, why we're doing all this. So this is a scan of your lung that we took that fateful Friday that you agreed finally to go to the hospital. You've been having shortness of breath. And this is a spine. These are your lungs, right? The front of the chest is up there. Your backbone is back here. And these little spots here, those are the blood vessels in the lungs. But this one, notice this little dark there? Let's blow this up, Scott. Blow that up. The same thing. Notice that this is an empty circle. That's an open, normal pulmonary artery, a normal blood vessel in the lungs. This has an embolus in it. That little black thing is a piece of blood clot that flew off from your leg, flew up into your lungs, and got stuck and killed off a little bit of lung tissue, because that's what happens when you have an embolus to the lung. Now, 10 to 30% of people die within a month of a diagnosis of this, right? Now, you caught it in time, thank goodness. But you still have blood disease from years of smoking, and you can get more of these clots. Smoking does that for sure, but if you don't take it seriously, between the blood issues you got and the cigarette smoking, it can be a problem. That's why 1/3 of people have a recurrence of one of these pulmonary embolisms within 10 years, especially if you're traveling a lot. So, Dog, you owe it to Francie and your kids to stick around. You guys need each other. You've already gone through so much pain in your life, so much grief, and you've been traveling this country with a lot, back at work with these bounty hunts. So, how old were you when you started smoking?
I was 13 years old when my mother let me smoke just around her.
Why'd she let you smoke?
Well, she loved me very much, and back then, there wasn't the cancer scare, and you were, I think at 13, you felt like an adult because you smoked. And, there were many TV commercials that you were a man if you lit up. So she just loved me that much where she let me smoke. Now, of course, she's in heaven now, but if she would have known what it cost, she would have told me to put it out.
The reason I ask that question is because when people start smoking when they're in their teen years, part of the challenge is this psychological belief that cigarettes relax you, that cigarettes make life more livable. And there's some really powerful people, world famous people, that have shared that same tale that you may feel, and I'm going to ask you as well. Do you think cigarettes help you cope with life better? And if that's the case, how are you going to replace those 20 friends and the carton of cigarettes that you have every time you open up?
Well, what nicotine actually does is help your communication, allegedly. And now I can only have so many cigarettes a day. So when I'm looking for someone on a bounty or I'm on the phone, I make sure the cigarettes are somewhere else. And lo and behold, the nicotine does not help. And I thought it was, I think it's I'm a man and I can smoke. Really, a real man doesn't smoke. And a real man encourages other people not to smoke. So I think as long as I keep saying that to myself and realizing that I'll stay quit.
Francie, is he a real man?
Yes.
Yeah,
Not because he smokes either.
What do you love the most about him?
I love that I can talk to him about anything and everything. And I love how much we laugh together. And I love how he is constantly pushing me to do more and be better and to chase the things that I dream about.
What do you love the most about her, dog?
I love so much. I just love that she loves me. I mean, that was, not to bring it up, but everyone said you'll never find another woman to love you as much as Beth did. And I was very scared of that. And not that she loves me that much, but she sure loves me, Francie. And I need that. I need the love. I need, I want to be the hero. And I want to be the good guy with the black hat. And I want to be the man that she would expect me to be. So she's very encouraging. She's a 100% woman. She's my Francie.
All right. Stay tuned for more of our exclusive with Dog the Bounty Hunter and his fiancée, Francie. We're back with Dog the Bounty Hunter and his fiancée, Francie. Well, I got one last favor to ask, my friend. Your nurse practitioner, who I've gotten to know reasonably well, let me know that you have not been back for your blood pressure and other medical checkups because you've been traveling. You're working. I get it. And
yes, sir.
When you get back to Colorado, will you pledge to me that you'll see her, involve her as you stop smoking, and you gear up for that 1/1/21 date?
Oh, absolutely. Katrina, you're talking about.
Katrina.
She's one of your fans and loves you, but she's, yes, and I have been, she made me buy a blood pressure cuff, the mobile one.
Right.
She took me off a couple of the blood pressure pills, actually the ones that made me tired all day. I didn't realize it's not an illegal drug, but it's a drug, So I quit taking the couple of pills. I feel much better all day. So I'm doing what she says about checking my blood pressure every day and not so many cigarettes, less than a pack. And, she's in on the bandwagon too.
Well, the reason that you're...
yes, I will make sure when we get back into town that he goes in.
The reason you're Mr. America to me, Dog, is because you take care of yourself, eat some more of those sauteed vegetables, the dog dish, so to speak, some more lentil soup, even if it makes you poop, and the next thing you know, you see better. Your blood pressure comes down by itself. You don't need the medications to drive it down that make you feel tired and weak. Your libido goes up. And, next thing you know, you're a much younger version of Dog the Bounty Hunter. And that's my dream for you. That's my dream for every single person in this country. And you're living proof of it.
Well, it is amazing that, we hear about eating good and doing all these things, and a lot of us ignore that. But this actually, and I don't advertise anything that doesn't work. As a matter of fact, I'm the guy that will call them up and tell them they're phony. This diet stuff, this, vegetables and all that, this actually works. Makes, I feel better than I have since I was, in my 20s. And in my job, Doc, as it's physical. I get in a lot of fights because a lot of guys don't, I want to go to jail. I got to drag a lot of them to jail. So I have to be physically strong, mentally strong. And, you know, I want to live to be in my 80s. And the other day, I pray a lot. And God asked me about a year ago, how do you want to go, fast or slow? And I said, listen, can I get back to you on that?
Oh,
and so the other day, God kind of was like, so how do you want to go? And I said, can I go as long as till I tell you I'm ready? And I felt God tell me, yes, you can. So as long as I stick with this diet and do right, I know that God will let me go until I say, okay, Lord, I've fought my course. I'm ready to come to you. So that's how important it is in my life.
Well, God bless you. Francis, I've got confidence in you, partner. For everyone out there, it's important to keep up with those screenings and checkups. Don't let your doctor's visits slide because of the pandemic. It is safe to get screened. Dog, I love having you. I want everyone to watch your new show. It's called Dog Unleashed. It is premiering January the 1st, the same day that he stopped smoking. It's on the Unleashed app. Check it out. Everything this man makes is earnest and authentic and real and raw, and it changes your life like it changed his. You can learn more at dogunleashed.com. Goodbye, Dog and Francie. See you next time. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. And remember to check back often to see what's new.